Hi, friends. Sorry for the extremely long wait. I cleaned out my lunchbox and I ended up getting on a call with Marissa regarding IkiCon because we will be commuting together to IkiCon. So she just had some questions and I addressed them. So. Oh yeah, it's Elizabeth and Marissa watching Wicked. Okay. Anyway. I didn't even open it. Oh, it's gonna be loud. Oh, I gotta lower the volume. I think that's good right there. Completely forgot it's gonna be really loud. Yamino. Oh, New Year's. Dang. Oh, link account failed. Hold up. I forgot link account. Yep. Of course I have to manually log in. Oh no. Is it this one? Oh no. Ah! Okay, cool.
Where do I recognize him?
What?
I've never seen it. Cup of tea. I know. He's so funny.
Don't now. Oh, Shizuru, reborn the Begiju. Watashi ga ondo o tarimashou. Whatever. I don't know what that means. Meow. We're finally here, guys. We're finally playing action Taimanin again. I'm still upset with myself that I didn't get the supporter from the last limited time event. I literally logged in the day it ended, and I was like, oh, maybe I have some time before the limited time event ends and to get, like, the supporter. And it turns out I just didn't get her. And I was like, that's the second limited time event where I failed to get the supporter that came with it for free. And I'm like, what the fudge? Man, I have no one to blame but myself for that. But yeah, I'm excited to go to and volunteer at IkiCon. However, there is like a cold front coming and there's a winter storm watch where I'm at. So things are going to get a bit dicey for me, Marissa, and Zap when we commute over to IkiCon. So hopefully we get there safe and sound. So with that being said, I will not be streaming Thursday through Sunday this week because I will be at IkiCon. Because like me, Zap, and Marissa, we commute to IkiCon on Thursday and then we come back from IkiCon on Sunday. So there is that. Ara Goki Genyo. I don't know, am I good? I don't know. Can you check for me if I'm Gucci? What's her name? Lapis. How did I forget her name? No! Lapis, I still need you to get points. I need you to get points. Let me get them sweet, succulent points. Doop. Da-na-na. If only this computer was touchscreen, and I could play this game without using a controller. Anyway. Wait. Ara! Cool. Wait, hold on. Receive all. Wow! Wait, wait, hold up. Who is that? Is that... No. Who is this? Oh! Is it Francine? Is that her name? I forget her name. How did I... So much has happened that I forgot her name. I forget your name! I did not mean to poke you there. I am so sorry. Didn't mean to poke you there. But, I guess my carnal instincts came alive and I did that. Oh, no. Okay, so there's that. Let me get my stuff first, and then we'll go ahead and do the thing. Ooh, and I'm getting gems. I'm saving up gems for character. I don't know. Who should I get next? There's Fuma Saika. I wonder who I'll get. I kind of want to get Fuma Tokiko. Oboro and Ingrid are the last two Taimanin I want to unlock. Su Jinglei. Oh, I should probably unlock Su Jinglei. Yeah, I'll probably... I like how, like, Sakura and Yukikaze are, like, cheap Taimanins to unlock. Like, they're 800 each. Yeah, they're, like, 800 each. But I'm, like, saving... I'm saving all of my jewels for other characters that aren't them. Like, Murasaki... I mean, I don't know. Sword. She's a human with animal ears. Suspicious. I don't know, who should I get next? I really don't know who I should get next. Oh, is she an android? Wait, hold on. Allow me to be the vanguard, young master. Fuma Saika at your service. Taimanin hails from the family that has traditionally served as Fuma Clan's secretary. She passed on the role of secretary to Kokiko, and she goes out on missions as a Taimanin. She used to be an active Taimanin until she lost both of her legs in combat against demons. The former head of the clan, Danjo, saved her life in the brink of death, and the two went to UFS, where she was given mechanical prosthetic legs. However, when Danjo turned against the Taimanin, she sided with Asagi. She utilizes her cyborg legs in combat. Furthermore, her evil eye allows her to take control of anyone who meets her gaze. Due to the complicated circumstances concerning the Fum clan, she isn't an official task force member, but is given the permission to join their missions as a supplementary agent in emergency situations. She's a machine? What? That's crazy. Alright, anyway, I got distracted. Ara! Goki Genyo! A Holy Knight of Poison. Wait, there's two? Until January 13th. February 3rd. Oh. Okay. Might as well. There's like 2 events. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Nice! Gotta love the sound of gunfire. Loud sounds of battle reverberated in a dimly lit room. But it wasn't real. In the dimly lit room, the intense combat within the rapidly flickering images surpassed even high-budget action movies, featuring fierce battles with swordplay and explosions. It seems true that Taimanins and Death Wraiths are now allies. The video was from months ago, when the Task Force and Death Wraiths cooperated to secure one of the UFS bases owned by Nomad. In the video, Taimanins in weird costumes stood alongside monstrous otherworldly entities attacking a UFS base. Yes, those troublesome individuals, who were a handful on their own, have now multiplied in numbers. This is problematic for us, don't you think? In the dark, the man who provided the video first, a demon who's bald and wearing clothes that resemble a priest, said with a somewhat gentle smile, I like how they point out the fact he's bald. He didn't look nervous, rather, he looked as if he was enjoying the reaction of a woman who was also watching the video. The woman who was on the other side of the table felt his gaze and kept focusing on the video. Does he bother you that much? He does. The woman's reply was short. Her expression and voice are not directed at her arch-enemies, the Death Wraiths, but at the humans that have allied with them, the task force led by Fuma. As soon as she saw him, she thought he was strange. He's the weakest, most clumsy and feeble out of them all, yet he has earned the trust of the King of the Death Wraiths? What she remembers about the King of the Death Wraiths is that he puts the power and the willingness of a soul above all. What he values is different from Edwin Black, who makes contracts that capture bodies and souls by blood, or herself, who controls bodies by tainting souls. That king in the footage has opened up to humans. He trusted humans and seemed to enjoy the situation. Fuma Kotaro, the man who was acknowledged by the King of the Death Wraiths and an adversary of Nomad. Nomad is having a hard time dealing with him. I hope you can take care of him as you are against the Death Wraiths. Hoo-hoo. It'll be fun to take care of a human who puts Edwin Black in a hard place, but that's not what this really is it? The woman is not an enemy of Nomad, but at the same time they are not allies. How weak was Nomad become to ask for help from her? Or maybe they are planning to make both the Taimanins and her side weak by pitting them against each other for future purposes. Or maybe, the man with whom the King of the Death Wraith has opened up to. I think it'll be interesting. Hoo-hoo, I knew you would say that, White, said First, smiling all over his face. She can read his mind from the smile. Yeah, right. She feels disgusted that he understood her personality, but that's it. Rather, she was more bothered by the human that was acknowledged by her archenemy. Yeah, finally! Sorry, Goku. I was in the middle of, doing personal stuff. Got on a call with my best friend, Marissa. I was like, oh, shoot. There's a lot. As Christmas, the winter tradition, approaches, the shops lining the streets of Maisaki City are being decorated for the Holy Night. Ornaments in red or green that remind you of Santa or oak trees, white cotton ornaments or yellow toys that remind you of snow or stars. Colorful decorations shine both inside and outside of the stores, and people in the shopping area looked excited for the year's end. You made it! Yes, you did, Goku! Congrats! As always, they're putting a lot of effort at the end of the year with these decorations. As I said to myself looking at the shopkeepers who were preparing for the season, someone dragged the sleeves of my coat. That looks delicious. Still interested in food more than anything, huh? It was Noah, one of the guests in my house. She was looking at a shop decorated with beautiful Christmas ornaments, not the ornaments themselves. What's being sold isn't traditional Christmas turkey, it's just grilled chicken. Well, they are birds. I wondered for a bit, but the smell of chicken on a cold winter day can increase your appetite. For anyone, including Noah, who has a bad nutritional efficiency, it's hard not to pay attention. Aren't you hungry, boss? Isn't it also your job to keep your subordinates full? Isn't it? Isn't it? Ugh! Shut up! Why the heck did you guys come along? Leland and Minasaki, noticing Noah looking at the food, pulled on my other sleeve. I violently pull my sleeve out of their grasp, but they tug it again when I let down my guard. They're strangely fast, displaying their swiftness as a demon when it comes to stuff like this. I told you guys to come today? Why are you guys here? Because we found you. Because it looked fun? Fuma, I'm hungry. Babysitting was not on my list of duties. My head starts to ache. I haven't been out for long and I'm already exhausted. I facepalm myself and sigh. The adults who were supposed to look after children were. This town is very different from Gosha Village. It's lively and crowded. I've never seen such tall buildings outside of Tokyo Kingdom. They looked around constantly, surprised by the tall buildings and concrete structures that were absent in Gosha amidst the bustling noise. Stop saying that. People will notice you're from the countryside and take advantage of you. She's right. Cities are full of scary people. Is that so? They'll trick you into getting a loan and make you do bad things by lying. The city can be a scary place. Is that real? That's because you guys jump in on things that you find lucrative and end up ruining everything. It's just, bad people do exist. Don't get too far from me, Eleanor, Shirayuki. Saying so, I grabbed my head with my hands. While I was warming the two, Noah went off track. Lured by the smell of delicious food, and Saya Neo and Anemone followed her. Anemone! Oh. Wait, not that way! Let's finish the mission first, and food later! Anemone said, I could eat. It's okay, you can't think straight when you're hungry. Agreed, if you don't eat enough, you can't move properly when you're needed to. Let's be honest, being hungry isn't a problem for you guys unless we are facing a high-ranked demon. It's a matter of how you feel when the time comes, fool! Fighting when you are hungry is not funny at all. Why am I alone today? Other task force members were on missions, on vacation, or had personal matters to attend to, so I was all alone. Preparing for the event, the Christmas party itself is driving me crazy, and these guys are the ones helping. Clearly, these delinquents are collectively overwhelming, and just traveling from Gosha to Maisaki City is pushing my fatigue to its limit. Great job today, Mr. Fuma. Yeah, thanks. While responding with a genuinely exhausted reply to the comforting words from the seemingly fragile Katajina, Fuma glanced at the members once more. Noah, Anemone, and Sayaneo were still at the food stall. Eleanor and Shirayuki were looking around in curiosity. Lilim and Minasaki were jibber-jabbering to them, and... Wow, this is pretty! It is. I think it'll suit you. Thank you, but I think you can pull it off better than I could. Oi, you too. Shopping is for later. We're gonna pass the same route on the way back, so if you want anything, buy it later. Well, he's the boss, Sophie. That's a shame, Sophie. Yeah, but human villages are so much fun with all these things, sister. Katajina, sorry to ask you this, but keep an eye on those two. I'm not good at babysitting. Neither am I. Looking at that, I think they will stop when they find something interesting again. While I thought this time Eleanor's group stopped upon finding tall buildings or stories with fancy decorations, and Noah's group went to another food stall that gave off a delicious scent. I'm done with babysitting. I mean it. Really? I reckon you're going to be a great father, Mr. Fuma. I dropped my shoulders and sighed, pondering how to reply to that. Is that man there Fuma Kotaro, the human who fought with the King of the Death Wraiths? From afar, someone was spying on them. It was White, the Revenant, cloaked in yellow miasma. Behind her was a golem materialized by the power of a Death Knight, Revenant. People looked at them suspiciously, but they didn't pay more attention than that. Probably because it was the Christmas season. It seemed like the people thought they were wearing a costume. By the by, he is with rather powerful demons. Today alone, White tried to make contact with Fuma 4 times. Her ability is the yellow miasma that cloaks her as if protecting her. If one comes into contact with it even slightly, she can cloak the target instantly and transform into that person. This ability allows her to completely copy memories up to the point of contact, and even if one knew about it, it would be difficult to discern the disguise. Who knew they would get in my way this much? However, the high-ranked demons like Anemone, Noah, and Eleanor were wary of White. They were on guard all the time, and disrupted any attempt of contact with Fuma, protecting him from every direction. At this rate, she can't even get close to him, and if they spot her, they would be alerted much more. Now, what should I do? But that doesn't mean she can just sit back and watch. As she pondered on in a back alley where she could see Fuma and others' moves. Hey lady, what's the matter? You look troubled. Although White was protected by a fierce weapon, she looked beautiful. It is natural for others to talk to her when they see a beauty like her in a back alley like this. Come on, love, what bothered you so much? If you don't mind, you can tell us. We may not be very helpful, but sometimes telling the problem to others can be comforting. Yep. Or maybe we can help you. Contrary to their looks, the thugs talked to her nicely. While White was listening to what they were saying, though still on guard, one of the thugs touched her shoulder. It's a nice chance to test how strong they are. Through the spot where he touched her miasma, information about him flowed in. That is one of her abilities. According to the information, though he was not powerful enough to rely on, he was better than normal people in battle. Or more like, brawling. White ignored them and went deeper into the alley. For a moment before she left, she touched one of the thug's hands. Wait, it's not safe that way! She already left. Is she going to be okay? As White turned a corner and the thugs couldn't see her, they were wholeheartedly worried about her, which was not to be expected from their looks, and tried to follow her. However, ouch! From which White disappeared, the thug crashed into a woman who came out abruptly. The thug screamed out of shock. The woman screamed out of pain. Oops, sorry. Watch where you're going, you dummy. Are you okay, love? Thug A apologized while scolding his colleague's carelessness and reached out to the woman who fell on the ground. However, she didn't take his hand. She just kept crying on the ground. Did he hurt you? Dang it, where is the nearest hospital? No. The woman sobbed, her voice filled with sadness from deep within her heart. I was almost done in by a man. Now that I know I'm safe, I couldn't help. You were almost done in? Who the heck would do that? That's... The sobbing woman yelled. At the end of her gaze, there was Fuma Kotaro, who just happened to pass the alley. That man! With one eye closed, how can I forget that I... What? A freaking horrible person who assaults women in our town? Unforgivable! You hide here, love. That man is dead meat. The thug shouted and ran out, leaving the woman behind. I gotta pause. I gotta move my car. I'll be right back. Thanks for being patient, guys. Sorry for the wait. Had to help my parents unload groceries from the car, so I am back. Let's continue. The thug shouted and ran out, leaving the woman behind. Yeah, I transformed into this right after I read their memory, but are they really thugs? The voice was different from the voice she used to talk to the thugs. Of course it's different. This voice now is the real one. Well, whatever. Show me how well you fight against human thugs, Fuma Kotoro. Huh? Shopping for Christmas? What should I buy? Fireworks? You just want to shock everyone with the explosions, don't you? Chicken meat? Let's just call it chicken. Snacks! That's just what you want to eat. Liquor? I like wine. There will be minors at the party, so that's a no. Then, rice punch. You see, rice punch is non-alcoholic. How about we talk about something other than liquor? Yes, things for a banquet? A Christmas party is not a banquet. The other said this would look funny on you, Mr. Fuma. What is all this? Groucho glasses? They still sell these? What a bunch of old toys. Wait, why am I excited? Let's see, the things Tokiko asked me to buy are... Hey, you sicko! While I was taking out a note Tokiko gave me, and when I left, I heard a voice. Who was he talking to? As I raised my head, startled by the loud voice, some thugs were looking at me. I quickly looked back, but nobody was there. Are you talking to me? Yes, you piece of garbage! You tried to mess with a woman, and now you're trying to deceive a bunch of girls? You are the worst piece of trash I've ever met. You are the reason why women can't walk around safely at night. What does he mean by you were trying to mess with a woman? Hold up. There must be a misunderstanding. Ouch! Your fingers are ripping my shoulders. Hey lady, don't be fooled by this one. We just saved a woman who was almost assaulted by him. Yeah, we saved her. I said, hold up. Did you not hear me? Who the heck did I assault? Mr. Fuma! Ouch, my shoulders, you are breaking it! I had been training as a Taimanin, but I'm just a little better than normal men. Even though she was a female, I couldn't withstand the power of a demon. My shoulders and her hand were creaking and her fingers tore through my muscle. I couldn't help but moan from the pain, and I started to sweat. No way. We believed in you. You two, keep your distance from him. He's despicable. He's filthy. Anemone, you little... Ouch! I knelt from the immense pain. I knelt so hard that my head almost hit the ground. Ah, you finally did it. Should we let Soon so Tokiko know about this? That sounds perfect. Don't you dare. They're really going to kill me then? It's not a joke. But first, you know me, don't you? Now is not a good time to make fun of me. Leland, Munasaki, Noah, Kanajina, help me! I looked at Leland's group, screaming from the pain. Leland and Munasaki were sniggering as if to enjoy the situation. Noah tilted her head as she couldn't understand this, and Katajina, she smiled bitterly, not knowing how to react. Miss Eleanor? Miss Shirayuki? What is it, Miss Katajina? Mr. Fuma has been with us all along, so, I assume it would be hard for him to assault a woman? It's easy to notice if you remain calm and sort your thoughts a little, but the sudden news confused everyone since they deeply believed me. Eleanor and Shirayuki, who noticed this simple fact, hurriedly took their hands off of me. They looked at each other and my face in turn as if they were in trouble, and we believed you from the start! I did too! Oh, what a load of horse poop! What? I thought you finally made something happen, surrounded by all those girls. Pathetic. No lunch for you. I too believed you! There's no way a man like you would assault a woman. Yup, a noble gentleman like you doesn't need a girl around him. What he needs is to keep to his noble path. I'm this close to distrusting people. Yuffie and Sophie awkwardly whistled, turning their gaze away from me, and Leland and Minasaki were rolling with laughter. Wamen. Yes, wamen. I got tired before I could get angry seeing them, so I stood up and looked at the thugs. Seriously, who the heck are you guys? What did I do so bad that you had to lie? Doesn't he look familiar? He's... Huh? Come to think of it, I too thought I had met them before looking at their faces. Where did we... Isn't this guy the legendary womanizer? What? I think I just saw the worst of you, Mr. Fuma. No, that's not me. There must be a misunderstanding. Look, there's the kid we saw back then. But where is the rest? Do you perhaps start to like busty girls now? There's so many now. Did you start hitting on more girls since then? You're making it sound so bad. And first of all, I'm not popular, and she is not my girlfriend. And I did not hit on any girls. You switch girls by looking at their breast size? I'm telling you, He is the worst. Guys, over here. Fuma was interested in girls with tiny breasts. Well, not all men have the same taste. Hey, listen to what I say. Please! There must be a misunderstanding. They must have confused me with someone else. Come to think of it, you were buying flowers for a woman while you were dating 2 other women. He hasn't changed a little bit. You haven't changed a little bit. As a Taimanin, moreover, as captain of the task force, I should always keep my composure, but instead I raised my voice, stamping my feet. I think I can understand. Understand what, partner? Trying to assault a woman while surrounded by these beautiful women? His nickname, Legendary Womanizer, speaks for itself. Tell me, what are you talking about? I said I didn't assault anyone. Still not admitting what you did. You made so many women cry. You are not a man at all. I know you did it. You cornered a woman using your colleagues and seduced her while she was off guard. Besides that, you use your position to trick women and make them like you by saving them when they are in trouble, or by giving snacks or gifts. Sometimes you tease a girl to fulfill your dirty desires. No, I don't! As I denied it immediately, the thugs pointed at Leland and Minasaki. Those two told us everything, crying. No lunch for you guys too. What? But it's true! Them too? Does that mean I'm still included? While we were making a commotion with the thugs, someone tugged my clothes. When I turned around, it was Noah, gazing up with innocent eyes. It's alright. I'm on your side. Yeah. Thanks, Noah. However, my voice was fully exhausted and I was so tired that I could fall to my knees at any moment. Me too. I know you are crazy about women, but I trust you. It's not like that. You guys are just messing with me, aren't you? Yes. Flirting with a woman again? Why is a guy like this still popular? The thugs shouted out and whistled. Their gang gathered around. Get 'em, boys. This is a crusade. Let's get rid of that womanizer for good. I gotta say, that was a pretty funny short story right there. Poor Fuma. He has too many women in his harem. Living the dream that some of us men can't ever have. Is that it? Boom. Yep, Done. Dunzo. Emotional damage! Exactly. Dude, Fuma has taken emotional damage. I tell you what, even though harem is like my favorite genre, harem protags have it rough. You may think they're in a paradise full of beautiful women, when actually the beautiful women are with a man. It's like the reverse, like a Chuck Norris joke. You think the women follow the man? It was the man that follows the women. Those thugs dealt more damage than any mugging could have done. You're right, Goku. Those thugs did so much damage to Fuma. Guess they weren't tough enough to measure his strength. White talked to herself in an alley away from the main road, which had become a battlefield. As she looked, Fuma Kotaro didn't seem to be tired at all, and the thugs were not appropriate enough to bring out his true power. It might get a little tiresome later on when I am indebted to them. With that, the yellow miasma that was surrounding her slowly flooded the alley. She wasn't going to harm every single human here. She knew that it would make too much of a scene if she did. Show me. The power that the King of the Death Wraiths acknowledged. With her remembering, the monster that wasn't there a minute ago showed itself from the smoke. Oh, goodness. Why are you letting this evil man go unpunished? I want to be popular, too. I didn't do such things. And your true thoughts just slipped out. I looked down at the beaten thugs inside. Jeez, is my Saki City not for me? I feel like I always end up with strange people here. I looked towards my team, thinking like that. Aren't you girls a bit far away? They were literally far away from me. I'm not going to do anything, you know. I never knew that Fuma would be someone who touched girls like an animal in heat. No one said anything that harsh? You were just like other men, Mr. Fuma. I'm telling you that was all a lie. I don't talk to every single woman I see. It was hard to tell how much those two were believing in all this, and he was shouting to Shiryuki and the others hiding behind. As he turned his sight towards Leland, Minasaki, and Saito, who would know much more about him than them, they were just smiling with pure joy from this whole situation. Very irritating. You girls... Anyway, you have a very funny title. What does that mean, the Legendary Womanizer? Did you get busy with every woman you see? I did not! Do I look like that kind of person to you? At his words, Anemone pointed towards the 10 girls and women, including herself. I count 10. Bro, these women are not giving Fuma any rest. I'm not flirting! They're just with me because of work! Are you calling our relationship just work? You've gone too far, you're clearly messing with me. What an arrogant spider. I was baffled by her, and while wondering how to sort things out with Eleanor and the others... They did the screaming for me, thank goodness. At that moment, screams were heard, and a few people ran toward Fuma's group. Whoa! Yeah! What is it? Their numbers grew, and it was not long until they noticed something was wrong. Let's go! I yelled out without hesitation and ran toward the opposite direction of the fleeing people. Eleanor and the others who were staring at me with suspicion soon changed to their battle positions and followed my lead. Something smells funny. Yeah, something rotten, I guess? Maybe rotten meat from a butcher. Not good. Not good. We passed through dozens and dozens of people and finally reached ground zero. What? Zombies? There was a horde of zombies that were attacking ordinary people. Some of them were even armed, and there were also worms and beasts among them. They appeared unnaturally in Miyazaki City all of a sudden, but me and my team each pulled out their weapons without even thinking twice. Prioritize the protection of civilians. Eleanor, take Katachina, Shiryuki, Yuffie, and Sophie to escort them out of here. The rest of you follow me. Roger that. Where the heck did these guys come from? Hey boss, what about me? Check them from up in the sky. We slow them down first. If we don't evacuate these civilians, they'll get in the way during the fight. My webs can cut them down easily, you know. Me too. I can blow them away with tentacles. Alright, I'm counting on you two. He was sulking about that womanizer thing, but changed completely on the battlefield. Boss, a ton of them coming from that direction. I can deal with them all. One. I'm heading there. Looks like a whole bunch of them. Please do so. Everyone, don't overdo yourselves. We only need to slow them down. Coo-hoo-hoo. Try to stop me from doing it. That's what she said. That's what she said. Where? Where? Oh, you're over there. I was like, what? Where are you guys? That's what she... Oh. No, thank you. Yep. Whoa! Okay. Whoa. Gotta go this way. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, no. Oh, that was it. Oh, that was it. Here we go. I slipped past the zombie by an inch and cut its throat. The most efficient way to kill a zombie that is dead physically and soul alike is to separate its brain from its body. I neutralized them following the fact and finally could make some space. Is this all? No, I can still smell them from all over the place. They seem to still be coming out of somewhere. Leland, Miyazaki, any reports on other hordes? I can't see them from the sky. I can still smell them too, so they might be hiding. So they say. What are you going to do? Call reinforcements. I said with determination while looking at the dead zombies. We don't know their total number and their objectives. We don't have enough information to make decisions. It's too late to do anything if there are civilian casualties. I see. Sticking to the facts, our opponent would think that it's easy to predict our moves. I don't know who it is, but let's see your next move. I then took out my portable device to contact Gosha HQ. As I relayed the situation at hand, they agreed to back us up with Taimanin who were off duty. Finish. Yay! A great victory. Thanks. Are you hurt? Noah? Saya Neo? Nope. I patted their heads and thought about what to do next. Then, come to think of it, we were on vacation too. Yes. Yes! I demand rewards for canceling our vacations and working out here. You have such good hearing when it comes to these situations, you know? The chaotic duo came down from the sky after listening to what Anemone said. I knew it would spin out of control soon if I didn't do something. Okay, I'll each buy you Christmas presents. Oh, Christmas presents? Now that's a big promise. I guess these girls will just ask for snacks and stuff, it'll be fine. Only one for each person. Yay! Wow. Okay. Good. A cheap price to pay, considering the morale that has just gone up. Then let's get back together with Eleanor's group. Gosh, where did this many of them come from? Talk less and move more, you womanizer. Shut it! I unalived more zombies than you did. Nope, we count 17, you only killed 13. Don't add up the numbers, you have 2 people. They're getting along well. I think Fuma attracts all people and not just women. After a couple of minutes from the first fight, me and my team woke up the thugs who passed out from before and made them fight against the horde. Anemone was thinking so because she was now looking at the men standing their ground together. Boss, the drones we laid out on the east side broke down. What? I guess it's the limit when it's drones even these thugs can get their hands on. Eleanor, can you wipe out the east side with your magic? As I cried out while beheading a zombie, Eleanor didn't even answer back and started to gather her powers. The atmosphere changed, and with a ferocious storm conjured, no one side Neo turned their backs against it to not get blown away. Anemone put some speed into her zombie killing. But there were just too many of them. They're weak, but there are many of them. It bores me easily. Talk less, move more. Truly this is boring. After clearing out the zombies around them, they headed towards Eleanor to guide her. The fact that they knew what to do next in battle was proof that they were used to it. It could damage the town. It's better than civilian casualties. Eleanor conjured up another magic that was big enough to destroy parts of the main road. Over 100 zombies were blown away, but more were coming through the smoke of the explosion. Whoa, it's like a zombie movie. Is it? There's a movie about this? Human imaginations are great in a way. There are other great movies too. Wanna watch it next time? I would prefer no zombie movies for a while. How about sharks? Put a hole in the movies. We're in a dangerous situation. Our numbers are small. At this rate, yes, it would be hard to use Eleanor's magic to blow them up if we become mixed with the zombies. Maybe we can go into a narrow alley. I would also like to search for civilians who failed to evacuate. I looked around and saw hordes of zombies coming for us. Another horde was going in the direction of the refugees. I want to stick together as much as possible in situations like this, but I guess now's not the time. It can't be helped. Listen up. Civilian safety is our priority, so put your backbones into it. Why wouldn't we listen to orders from you, you womanizer? Yeah, to defend the weak. Please help us. Put out my right fist, and the thug's fist bumped me in return with the right fist too. For the weak, we call for a temporary truce. Why are these guys being all heroic? I mean, they're thugs, but they know what's good and wrong? Man, what a bunch. I said nothing more to avoid any more conflict. He's a natural at handling people. They're the fools, right? I heard their conversations but ignored it. We split teams. This will only get worse. For now, we protect the civilians first. Reinforcements will arrive soon enough, so make some time. Fuma shouted, cutting down another zombie. Saya, take Yuffie and Sophie, and go on a rampage or something. You three are good at that. I know, right? Those thugs are so good. Okay, got it. I'm counting on you, Sophie. Leave it to me. Anemone, take Lilo Minasaki, and the thugs to search for survivors who are still around here. Keep them safe and avoid battles at all costs. What? I don't get to go on a rampage? Even if they can fight, the thugs are still normal people. Also, look after the kids. Who are you calling kids? We can fight too. You are our most precious eyes in the sky. You girls should be protected. You're our most valuable asset. Precious? Valuable? This guy, he certainly has a way with the girls. After all this, we gotta do something about him. Right, I'll fight you after this, so don't die. For sure. We'll take you down and teach you a lesson. Why do I have to be taught by thugs? Maybe he doesn't attract people? Eleanor, Katajina, and Shiryuki will assist Anemone in protecting the civilians and healing them. You can't fight with civilians around us, so make some space first. Okay. Is it okay for a Chris being like me to save other people? They don't die as soon as you approach them, so wouldn't it be okay? Yes. Good. Now, everyone to their stations. Don't get hurt. Everyone scattered after my order, but then someone pulled my sleeves. What about me? You can protect me. I'm sorry for being so weak. It's okay. I'm going to protect you. At all costs. Noah is such a wholesome person. I've used half of the creatures Nomad gave me, but they're still intact. How did this happen? They're small in numbers, but very persistent. Originally, to White's expectations, there should have been at least a few injured in their group. But thanks to Fuma Kotaro and his leadership, their team was able to manage the situation without panicking. They even made the thugs that White used against them to join their cause. It was something she had never expected. Interesting. My predictions. All wrong. The interest she felt at first soon turned into joy, and she didn't know that she was smiling at the moment. Well, well. But are you only commanding in battle? I wonder how much your own skills would be. With that, denser yellow miasma spread out from her. Another wave of zombies gathered around, as if they were following it. Now, shall we continue? Good, there are just a few of them left. After a couple of hours, Fuma let out a sigh of relief as he could see fewer zombies than before. Leela, Minasaki, what's the status? Anything new? There seem to be no injured humans. Only a few zombies left. They reported through the portable device I gave them, and finally, I could see that the situation had calmed down. But even so, Fuma's facial expressions didn't seem brighter. What's wrong? Oh, it's just that it seems to be over. Fast. The sudden attack was confusing, but the end of this was just too easy. Zombies don't come out of thin air. There has to be a mastermind behind all this. This only caused Maiseki City to be in chaos, and a few damages to the building. Nothing beneficial. Like the incident before that Oboro from Nomad caused, there was something fishy about this whole unexplained behavior. I looked around, sure that this wasn't over. So, is this how you use this gadget? Yeah, say hello. or something. In that moment, the portable device rang. He took the call and heard from Anemone and the thugs. What's up? I just talked to Leland's team and they said they saw nothing from above. Oh, I bet they couldn't. Meaning, well, the zombies are coming back, right in front of our eyes. What? They keep regenerating even if we cut their heads, sever their bodies, and punch holes in them. Watch out! These pieces of garbage are dangerously fast! Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Don't let your guard down yet. Anemone hung up in a tone that seemed unconcerned with what was happening in the background. At the same time, the zombies that were destroyed by Noah started to heal in front of Fuma. Ah, what's happening? Zombies can't heal this fast. This is more like resurrecting them. The destroyed body parts are also being regenerated. Be careful, Noah. Okay. The resurrected zombies froze with Fuma and Noah watching. And then... What? That's so fast! They were slow before because of their decaying body and loose muscles. However, the speed it showed while rushing towards Fuma was completely different. Fuma was shocked and slowed down, but their movements were simple, so Noah countered it with a punch to its face. Its head was blown off, and the body slid across the pavement, unable to control its speed. Here they come, Fuma. Ah, it seems like I'm their target. I guess you are, Fuma. I guess you are. I guess you is. I need to apply it. When we finish this limited time quest, I'm definitely need to put some chapstick on. My lips are cracking more now and I don't like it. It's not a fun feeling. I also need to put lotion because my hands are getting cracked. Oh no. Cursed winter. No. Gotta put this on now. What is wrong with these zombies? I curse at the zombie creatures coming after me in sheer numbers. Thanks to Noah, I wasn't surrounded, but they got surprisingly close very quickly, forcing me to fight them with my ninja blade. Fuma took training as a Taimanin, but his physical skills were far behind compared to other Taimanins who fought in the front line. Fuma, don't overdo yourself. Noah was doing her best, but still, the numbers were great. Even if I took them down with efficiency, more of them came after me, and they regenerated themselves if they weren't completely destroyed. Because of that, Noah was unable to keep me completely out of trouble. Let's retreat for now, Noah. We join with Eleanor's team. Okay, I'll fend them off. You run. Sorry! I turned my back against Noah. I trusted her to keep my back safe, but only thought about joining up with the group. Soon, I met Eleanor's team, who were taking care of the injured far from the battlefield. I had contacted Anemone's team during the escape. Oi! Look alive, boss. An enormous wave of zombies coming up. We're not joking. Shush, you two! Leland and Minasaki flew towards Fuma, but became silent after Anemone gave them noogies. Oi, where's Saya and the Oni twins? I told them to wreak havoc over there, because if the zombies are concentrated here, then we might get trapped. Understood. If we're lucky, then we might be able to cooperate with them. Fuma and Anemone looked at their surroundings. It was a large crossroad, even for Miyazaki City. The injured were being treated in a nearby building, and Eleanor was guarding them. I think the zombies are targeting me. They were quite persistent. I see. And I'll be the bait. Anemone's team will be my escort to buy some time. What? Are you serious, boss? You're weak. Yeah, you're weak. So don't be a hero. I don't want to hear those words from you guys all tired and panting. The thugs who ran late for about a minute were still gasping for air. At least they're still here, and that was something to appraise. You too, help with the injured. I'm planning to take this outside, but if some of them head your way, evacuate as fast as you can with Katagina, okay? Oh, I'm not going to unalive myself and all. I won't unalive from this. Of course, we're going to be the ones who teach you a lesson, so don't unalive, womanizer. Not womanizer again. I shrugged my shoulders, but it helped change the mood a bit. Eleanor, Shiryuki, I'm going to make all the zombies concentrate on me. Blast them with your magic. Are you sure? Yes, many enemies would force me to go serious. Yeah, I don't care. I'm a Taimanin. I fight for the people who can't protect themselves. You sure are a fool. Yes, I am. Boss is dumb. Uh-huh. I gave Leela and Minasaki noogies again and took a deep breath. Sorry, late. Soon after, Noah, who was fending off until Fuma could join the others, joined the group by jumping off a rooftop. No, you're right on time. Now, I'm going to lure the zombies into one place. Noah protects Fuma. I'm not going to let you die. I'm counting on you. Can't unalive in a place like this. Okay. Oh, here they come. Fuma, stepping towards them. is dangerous. But to lure them, it's necessary. They're all looking at you, leaving themselves wide open. That makes things easier. Even for us. Alright, team, we take them all out here, once and for all. Okay, I'll cut them thin with my webs. I'm trusting you two, Eleanor and Shiryuki. Fuma will not unalive. Not on my watch. Oh. Rah. Wah. Oh, through the alley? Oh, interesting. I haven't taken this route before. Whoop. Oop. Okay. Warning. I see, zombie creature lord. Still a where on the 7 hex are all these zombies coming from? It's been 10 or so minutes since the final fight had begun. It hasn't been that long, but Fuma and his team's energy levels were dwindling. Strength in numbers in itself is intimidating. Above all, there's no end to it. No matter how many times an enemy is taken down, a new one appearing after another is both physically and mentally challenging. Hee! I can't take it anymore! Let's make a run for it, boss! Ah! Shaken by an onslaught of zombies they had never experienced before, Leland and Minasaki took flight. They flew up in thoughts that zombie creatures wouldn't be able to reach them from up high, but the creatures spit bile at the flying succubus in Yatagara's. Ah! Ouchie! Ah! The two of them were overwhelmed by the horde of zombies. Seriously? You are so cumbersome. That's why I asked you for help. Fall back with those two, Anemone. We'll also... Fuma then grabbed Noah by her hand, who was still fighting to protect him. Noah shortly understood why. Eleanor! Shiryuki! Now! Even if Fuma Kotaro escaped death many times, he couldn't do anything when overwhelmed by a large horde of zombies. He was surrounded, then signaled for the attack just before his escape route was blocked by his enemies. At that moment, Noah picked Fuma up and jumped, with an enemy flinging her webs onto the roof of a building and jumping shortly after as well. Destroy them in an instant! We'll end this! Eleanor released all the power that she had been charging up right up until this moment. The strike of a dark elf whose magic is second to none in the demon realm. It destroyed a part of Maisaki City, and the zombies in the area were engulfed in light. The aftershock shook both the air and the ground as if there was an earthquake. Did we finish them? Eleanor prayed for the annihilation of the zombies as a single blow not only tore through the roads but also the ground beneath them. However, they're still approaching? Across the smoke that rose after the explosion, some zombies looked just a bit weaker than moments before. Eleanor and the others freeze as they witness this from across the smoke. We're not done yet. It's not over yet. They haven't lost yet. Fuma throws a kunai from up high in the sky while still in Noah's arms and punctures one of the zombies that was closest to him in the head. As the zombies' movement falters slightly, Noah and Anemone land on the ground. They proceed to destroy the approaching zombies with their fists and web. But they don't stop. They're not attacking us. I know that! The target is the exit from the crossroads behind Eleanor's group. It's the building where the rescued civilians are located. As if I'll let you pass, Fuma shortly lands and kills a few more zombies with his kunai. Ah! They're still coming! Boss, what do we do? What else? Unalive as many as you can! But no matter how much they all try, the zombies just keep coming. There are too many of them! They keep on coming! The zombies ignore both Fuma and Eleanor's group. In the end, a few zombies slipped away where Shiryuki was. Stop right there! Fuma! Fuma turns away from a zombie and runs. Noah grabs its collar and tosses it with all their strength and gets lifted off the ground and into the air. Like I'm gonna let you through. He then pierces the zombie's head, but the other runs away with extreme speed. Stop! Gosh dang it! It's not too late yet. A girl blocks the path on the other side of the road. She pulls out her knife without hesitation and slices the zombie's neck. Ito style. Soul Blitz. The zombies that she sliced did not get up again and became a real corpse, falling on the floor. Koro, how did you get here? I was called for backup. Her lips moved so little that not even lip reading could decipher it, but the words were inaudible to Fuma and the others. More importantly, we're alive! Hold the creature and put... Before he could ask for help, the zombies at the end of the horde were flung into the air. Who was that? I'm not the only reinforcement, so chill. Fuma-chan, are you okay? Was that you at the back, Hibiko? All a bunch of easy kills. Finally, less of them. Just a bit more now. We'll finish them soon enough, Sophie. Hang in there, Yuffie. Be careful not to get hurt. Oh, look at those zombies flying. What strength from Team Tentacles. You rock. Hibiko and Sayaneo literally make the zombies fly as they approach. Yuffie and Sophie make their appearance, stopping the zombies in their place. Fuma and the others ahead of them, Hibiko and the others behind, the zombies freeze, hesitant about which group of people to attack first. Now, let's settle this here, everyone. Hooray. Do not fear, Fuma-chan, because we are here. You can be at ease now. Hibiko and Koro, still not tired, take the lead in defeating the zombies. Geez, this is quite a hassle. Them being nearly immortal, you know. Anemone mutters and holds the zombies down on the ground with their webs. With Eleanor and Koro killing the zombies completely and reducing their numbers, in Anemone's point of view, strapping the rest of the zombies is a hassle. But as she could slowly see the end, her expression brightened just slightly. 10 minutes or so later, finally, the majority of the zombies were glued to the ground. What's this everything's over vibe that I see you giving off? You missed a zombie over there. Hey, you two were going to run away from the beginning, weren't you? If not, you guys were in the air, so you've got more strength left than any of us. Why don't you guys figure out what to do with at least one of those zombies? Wow. Boss is a ghost, a demon, a fiend! That's harsh. I get it every day, it doesn't faze me. Oh, Fuma-chan, you can really be mean to them. Let's help them. Leave them be, they can handle this easily. You're so mean. Oh, spoken in demon language, I guess? As Fuma listens to the abuse from Leela Miminasaki, someone tugs his sleeve. Hungry. It was when Fuma, who served Leela Miminasaki's screams as a BGM, looked around for food to give to Noah, who was exhausted from battling for a long time. What's that? It was standing in one place, unbeknownst to all who were there. Pretty slow, aren't you? You would have died 10 times already. With those words came a murderous intent. That was enough to make Fuma's legs give way. He desperately tries to muster enough strength to stand and not to fall to his knees, but that was all he could do. He just stood there, unable to run or scream. Fuma-chan! Who is that? Only Hibiko and Koro, who had strength left in them, reacted to the appearance of this demon. They get in between it and Fuma, with their weapons ready. I was thinking of facing you myself, after seeing you take care of a horde this size, but are you two the only ones who will fight against me? You guys are funny. At that moment, White's hostility grew. Hibiko and Koro stand their ground to fight back the growing pressure from this demon. They dash forth at the speed of light, closing the distance. Do you not see the skill gap? She couldn't hide the mockery in her words. Her words were proven true, as a slight touch made Hibiko and Koro soar through the air and slam to the ground after a few seconds of hovering. Youch! We both attacked, yet she beats us so easily? In an instant, the momentum of the charge was deflected, and they were thrown into the air. From a technical standpoint, it's akin to Aikido. But White had no such intention, and her movements were simply a result of the overwhelming and absolute difference in skills. That's all there is to it. Hibiko and Koro's moves were clearly visible. Not yet! Who? Ha! Regardless, they don't falter. They close in on White faster than before. This time Hibiko gets hit and stumbles, and Koro is slammed to the ground, then is sent into the air as she is kicked in her stomach. You humans dare to face me? A revenant? Interesting subordinates you have, Fuma Kotaro. Her eyes notice Fuma. They fix on him. Me? Show me your skills. If not, they unalive. She was not bluffing. A cold sweat runs down and sends chills down his spine. Saya, anima... Instinctively, Fuma attempts to order his team, but two silhouettes whiz past him, directed at White. Sophie, she's dangerous. I'll do my best to smash her. You guys, wait! But they don't. Perhaps it's the demon instinct to take action at the threat of another powerful individual. Dang it! Saya, Anemone, help them out! Noah, will this be too much for her? Noah, depleted all of her strength, is barely standing. Eleanor, you guys keep an eye on the zombie creature and aid Hibiko and the others in healing. I don't know what this girl is. Yes! Is she the one who ordered the zombies? What's her motive? Anyway, I gotta find a way to survive. Fuma looks for Hibiko and the others that were sent up into the air, but they still seem to be recovering from the damage. It's enough damage to immobilize a trained Taimanin. Fuma wouldn't have been able to evade it. All of you, spread out. Let's fight together. Too late. Is this all you got, Fuma Kotaro? White then faces Sophie and Yuffie, spreading her yellow miasma around her. Instantly, he loses sight of the three of them in the miasma. Seeing this, Anemone and Cyaneo couldn't do anything but freeze. What is that? I have a bad feeling about this. Yuffie? Sophie? You guys okay? Yep. She's hecka strong. Be careful, you guys. And as the miasma fades... What? Where the smoke faded, there were two of Yuffie and Sophie. Huh? Why am I there? Don't tell me she has the power to shapeshift. No way. Get away from my sister. One of the Sophies swings at the other, but Sophie slips and stands in front of Yuffie. Yuffie, are you okay? Yuffie, she's the fake one. Huh? Yuffie, can't you tell who's the real one? This is probably a first for Yuffie as well. She looked like she was about to cry. She couldn't recognize who was her real sister. This can't get any more annoying. Can I knock both of them out? Wait! No, wait! No, stop harassing her! Everyone, stand back! It was when everyone was confused. As Eleanor yelled, the zombies that came in contact with the yellow miasma began to move again, tearing Anemone's webs. Some zombies that were surely dead rose once again. Still? Cut it out already! Looks like we need to make them into dust. Then Anemone used her webs and Sire tentacles to start knocking down the approaching zombies. There being two Sophies is the problem, but that decision was made judging that the endlessly surging zombies are also a nuisance. However, now it had become a problem. Sophie, move! Huh? Yeah! The two Sophies were swept away by waves of zombies from both sides. The zombies came rushing in like a tidal wave engulfing Fuma's group. Dang it! There aren't that many, but when they get this close, our movements... Fuma, that demon is gone! As Noah, who stayed close to Fuma, cried out, there was only one Sophie. Guys, the demon disappeared. Be careful. Okay. Huh! When everyone was swept by the wave of zombies, this time Sai and Neo screamed. Zombies close to them were being tossed around, and this time there were two of Sai and Neo. What the... Whoa! That's really me! You can become this similar? You? Who are you? No, who are you? While they exchange words, the tentacles on her back start to move. They exchange about a dozen swift blows within a second, too fast for Fuma's eyes to follow, and then they simultaneously distance themselves. Impressive! I think I can have some fun with this. However, as the two of them disappear in the wave of incoming zombies, zombies in another area are being tossed around. There. Ugh, my head. You okay, sis? Next was... Me? Come on, get serious! The two Hibikos clash their ninja swords and restrain each other as soon as they spot one another. Fuma-chan, I'm the real one! You can tell who's real, right, Fuma-chan? Sorry, but I really can't tell. There's that tension on the battlefield, but even without that, they're completely identical. It's not just their appearance and the way of speaking. Everything from Hibiko's habits known only to Fuma was identical. It only made it more confusing for him that he couldn't tell them apart. Dang it! Who's who? Can you really not tell? I'll see you after this, Fuma-chan. While this was happening, the zombies continued to approach Fuma. That one. Only one person pointed at one of the Hibikos without hesitation. It was Noah. That's the fake one. And it twisted its mouth so frighteningly, laughing with that seemed like genuine enjoyment. Frighteningly with what? With what? Blah. Why? No! No, no, no! Wow! Please! Oh no, I took damage. No! He peed himself. It was acid pee. No! Darn it. Got me good. Oh, wait, hold on. I shoot Hibiko. Okay. Fear. Ow! What the heck? You canceled my sky dance? What? No way. Everyone's rude? Is that what you said in Japanese? Okay, let's continue. Huh? The Hibiko imposter, upon taking her attack, leaped backward. However, while distancing itself, it threw a kunai to distract us. Fuma deflects the incoming kunai with a sword, but that slows him down. I won't lose it. Using Fuma as a decoy, Koro comes in from Hibiko's blind spot. Her strike, honed in the Ito style, was sharp and swift. It was a flash that eluded Fuma's eyes, but Hibiko narrowly avoided it. Only a few strands of her bangs were scattered, and she remained unscathed. You stop right there! Taking advantage of that opportunity, Anemone leaped out from the swarm of zombies, skillfully manipulating her prized webs. She restrained both Koro and Hibiko. But in the next moment, Hibiko deftly manipulated the tightly held blade and cut through Anemone's webs. The moment she was free, she roughly kicked Koro away as if she had completed her mission. Come on! Hey, you stay back! If I can't figure out if you're the real one or not, we're gonna get nowhere with this. I know! Hibiko throws a kunai as if to vent her frustration at the one who shapeshifted into herself, but by then she had already shapeshifted into someone else. Revealing themselves from the horde of zombies were two Koros. Me this time? It was only a brief moment that the two Koros spent facing each other. They clashed with each other, and the other's not able to tell who was the real person. I know. Who? But Noah instantly figured out who was the real person and told Anemone. What is this? Same look, same voice? Everything is the same. It's even got a human body? Did they even change their body composition? I can still smell them. Smell. I should have completely changed too. No, that smell of the yellow poison can't be hidden. When Noah said that Eleanor, who had been gathering her strength in a distant place, had already set eyes on her target, she had been charging up a ball of magic minimally to not be noticed, which was now charged to its limit. Anticipating the next move, the imposter Koro moved her feet to escape from Anemone's webs that kept her in place, but it was already too late. This is where it all ends. The ball of magic hit the imposter directly, dissolving even Anemone's powerful webs into dust. But this is what she wanted. You're the first person to identify me with my smell. With a forceful blow, the disguised white, whose shape-shifting had now stopped, approached Fuma. More accurately, Noah, who was protecting Fuma's side. Noah, who was slow because her energy was depleted, couldn't evade her. Then she came into contact with her. To Noah next. However, the situation changed. The demon who had turned into Noah was shocked and quickly leaped backward to create some distance between themselves while retaining Noah's form. What are you? I am me. Fuma's friend? You? A friend of a Taimanin? A puny monster like you? Edwin Black, making abominations like this? What was he thinking? What are you jabbering about? By shapeshifting into Noah, she finds out about her characteristic, that she is a chimera made from a mix of different demons. This got White extremely confused. No. You're lying. How can I not completely copy something as artificial as you? White screams and distances herself once again after evading Anemone's webs. Then she looks at Fuma. Interesting man indeed. Me? A Taimanin, yet you live with a demon, and that demon follows you. I see why the King of the Death Wraiths respects you. Also, your friends are starting to gather. Humans, they do tend to come in numbers. After the blonde demon said this in a delighted voice but disgusted face, she jumped up. As soon as she disappeared from his sight, the zombies also stopped moving. Is it over? Looks like it. There's still a chance she will appear in a different form. Everyone was nervous knowing what the unidentified demon could do. The ones who spoke the next moment were the twin Onis. Looks like it. What is that? Changing instantly? She even copied that girl's swordsmanship and Taimanin kunai skills? That's what I want to know. I mentioned the King of the Death Wraiths. I should ask next time. Not just that, she was testing her skills and ultimately going for you. She was probably going for you in the beginning. Hearing this, Fuma let out a heavy sigh. Then Noah pulled on his sleeve. Sorry, couldn't defeat her. It's fine. She was better than us. I'm sorry. Not only did we not defeat her, I couldn't say anything when she called my friend an abomination. Dang it! Distorting his face in frustration, Fuma decided to give instructions to his exhausted teammates. The battle may be over, but the chaos in Maisaki City wasn't. The commotion in Maisaki was settled quickly thanks to reinforcements that came later. There were wounded, but there weren't any casualties. That's the only way to express how hard Fuma and the others fought. However, Taimanins live as shadows among the people. While they may be appreciated, they are never publicly recognized or awarded. And Fuma who led these Taimanins and fought. What's this price? When Fuma was handed a receipt from Anemone a few hours later, he let out a pitiful cry that didn't make it seem like he had just fought against an unknown powerful demon. The price on the receipt was 3 digits more than anything that he had purchased before. Digits, not numbers. You promised us Christmas presents for helping you out. What? Did I? I did! Yeah, I did. But, what is this number? Chill out, it's within the card's limit. You guys used it right up to the limit? It's not like Fuma knew exactly how much money he had, but he knew that the numbers on the receipt were very close to how much he had left. What are you going to do about it? We risked our lives to help you. Too cheap, to be honest, if this is what we fought for. What do you... Then what is it? Do you consider your subordinates' lives so insignificant that they can't be equated with money? Ugh. Thanks, my lady. We are at your service, my lady. Did you guys buy Christmas presents for everyone? You're joking, right? What am I gonna tell Tokiko? Just thinking of what Tokiko would say if she found out how much she had spent made his stomach ache. If you want to make money, you just must work for it. And fool. And while you're at it, don't get killed by that monster. Gain experience, stop fooling around, hone your skills, and focus just on surviving. She's speaking the truth, but it's just an excuse for spending a fortune. He fought for his life and ended up bankrupt as a result. Fuma knelt on the ground and then collapsed, placing both hands on the ground as if he had given in. I'm full now. I'll do my best. Sorry, we didn't know it was your money? Ha ha. Fuma could only laugh with a voice that seemed like his very soul was slipping away as he listened to his teammates' voices. I felt that. That was a good limited time event. That was nice. I like that. That was really nice. Oh, it's Anemone. But we're not done there, guys, because we got a trip down memory lane. Okay, we'll do this one, but first, like I said, I need to put on some chapstick and put lotion on. I'll be right back. I have returned. I have applied lip balm to my lips, and I put lotion on my hands. Man, I'm trying to be careful of drinking my Mountain Dew sugar with lip balm. That is a lot of lip balm in there. I don't know if you guys wanted to see that. I'm like, oh. Because I feel my lips cracking. Hold on. Trying to make sure I don't get lip balm mixed with my Mountain Dew sugar. Oh. Alright. Alright, let's play some more. Okay. A trip down memory lane. Okay. Taimanin on deck. Lapis. Oh shoot. A woman was walking on the street. And while this is going, of course, I gotta do my dailies for, like, Honkai Star Rail. Yeah. Oh shoot, that's not Honkai Star Rail, that's Action Taimanin. I didn't want to play it when I'm already playing it here on PC. Dang, she's hot. Golden hair blowing in the wind, eyes shining clear and blue. In contrast, she was wearing a jet black dress. Her name was Ragnarok Shinmora, the queen who united the different tribes of Frost Phantoms and the boss of the demon mafia Banshee that began to make their way to the human world. She tours the human world to seek a foothold for her growing power, or more like strolling and enjoying the scenery of another world. Shinmora, who had been living in the demon realm, had brought to the human world by an event involved the seeking... Shinmora, who had been living in the demon realm, was brought to the human world by an event involving the sacred tree Yggdrasil and fell in love with a human. After solving a case, she married the human, and after their baby girl Freya was born, she lived in this home world for some time. But the peaceful times came to an end when her uncle's rebellion in the demon realm led to the deaths of her parents and siblings, and an assassin came for Shinmora as well. To escape her uncle's eyes and to keep her daughter safe, Shinmora, with the help of Gosha, hid herself in the demon realm by pretending to have been killed by her husband. A few years later, her uncle, who was lulled into thinking he had dealt with his enemies, was easily defeated by Shinmora and her forces that she secretly amassed. But not everything went as planned. Her husband was killed in action while she was in the demon realm, and her daughter Freya, not knowing her mother is alive, lived with her grandparents. And Gosha, all grown up. Although the tribes were united, a tribe without a leader soon will split once again. So, Ragnarok decided to strengthen the tribe's unity by creating a group called Banshee to procure supplies from the human world for the Frost Phantoms, who lived in the snowy plains of the demon realm. Niz and a group of Frost Phantoms came up to the human world, settling in Yomihara. When their lives stabilized, the next step was to send a follow-up team, and finally Ragnarok herself arrived in the human world. This place? Ragnarok, who crossed the door of the demon realm to the human world, was in a forest. She went through the door but was surrounded by trees that she did not remember. Momentarily confused, she soon found the reason. It's been a decade since the door was last used. This isn't good. I thought I'd be there in no time if I just went the way I remembered, but I have no idea where to go now. I'd rather join the latecomers and go to Yomihara. No, there's no point. Ragnarok was panicking, but she didn't feel threatened. The landscape was different from what she remembered, but her house wasn't far from here. She took the wrong path, but it won't take her long. Could this also be an opportunity? She then makes her way down the mountain to check her current location. What comes to mind during her first solo action in years is that she is free now. It's just for a bit, but enjoying the scenery as she walks down pretending to be a tourist has its charm. Let's go home, even if no one is there. Ragnarok continues to come down the mountain. Someone was watching her. Just as the rumors say, she's really here on her own. The voice was frozen from shock. The figure revealed itself as she lost sight of Ragnarok. Damballa, a female Naga, an enemy of Ragnarok who she lost against in the war, and was in hiding in the deepest parts of the demon realm. Ragnarok has a grudge against her as many of her friends were killed by her. She knows she has fewer skills than Ragnarok, and so she has been building her strength in hopes of taking revenge. Delighted that the chance was now upon her, she headed down the mountain to let her comrades know of this news. Ragnarok was walking around Miyazaki City. It's only been a few years since I left the human world, but the streets have changed so much. She was lost. She remembered her way to her hometown, but it had changed in the past couple of years, which didn't match what she remembered. The way a beautiful woman like Ragnarok wandering in the city attracted the attention of the inhabitants, even if she didn't want it. It's unfortunate that she didn't attract the attention of only the civilians. Hey you, walking around, may I ask a few questions? It was a Taimanin security of Miyazaki City. Not only was Ragnarok beautiful, but she was noticeable because of her magic. It had a strong presence. Once, one could tell she was a demon at a glance, so it's obvious a Taimanin would talk to her first. Especially in times like Christmas, cases involving demons were rampant, which explains the Taimanin on high guard. You're a demon, right? Why are you here? They were suspicious of her because of the climbing number of incidents involving demons. Ragnarok sighed as she felt the suspicious in their voice. I forgot, I have to suppress and hide my powers in the human world. It's been so long. She found it funny that she made such a rookie mistake, but she couldn't laugh about it. Being suspected means that if she makes a wrong move here, more suspicion will be directed at her. Oh boy. Ragnarok then threw a punch faster than a trained Taimanin could notice. As she struck the jaw spot on, they dropped unconscious without being able to resist. Oh, work must have made you tired. Oh, work must have made you so tired, Ragnarok said out loud, then pretended to help the falling Taimanin, dragging them into an alley. It's easiest to freeze them with frost, but then there will be civilian casualties or even the entire village. It's going to hurt, but hang in there. As she dragged the Taimanin deeper into the alley, dang it! Did she see us? No time to explain. Finish her off here. Coincidentally, demons who had been spying on her in the streets in hiding currently revealed themselves. Demons? Doesn't seem like you're with the Taimanins. Ragnarok thought the Taimanin's teammates had joined, but it was demons, and they were about to kill her too. Why they were attacking her didn't cross her mind. Looks like there are still those coming after me. She murmured, then carefully released a small amount of cold air, not hurting the stunned Taimanin. Oh. Oh. There are, like, Lamias. Let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it's just a little area. There's no way to get out of here. Oh, I truly am in an alley. Whoa, whoa. Are we done? Oh no. Inferno Greater Demon? Oh no! An Inferno Greater Demon. Whatever shall I do? Whatever shall I proceeds to dominate. When Ragnarok and Damballa began fighting, a troop of Taimanins were on a mission not far from Miyazaki City. A three-man squad with Homare Nao as the leader and Shishimura, Koro, and Himuro Karen as the subordinates were dealing with demons residing in an old fort ground. Alright, unalive them all! Okay, I'll prepare my mirror. Homare Nao uses a ninja art involving light. Gathering light as a form of condensed light, she has perfected her ninja art to the point where she can melt steel. Himuro Karen's ninja art involves ice, solidifying moisture in the atmosphere into ice as a means of combat. Now she uses it for other means. There were plenty of places to hide in the fort grounds, and they were using this as an advantage to force the Taimanins back. Ready? Condensed light. They could have destroyed the hiding places one by one, although that would have been inefficient. That's why he asked Karen for an ice mirror and refracted the deadly condensed light to attack the demons that were targeting it from the blind side. What? The light! Get out! We're gonna burn? Hiding in the blind spots meant they could hide less, so they hurriedly ran out of the fort. Even so, the condensed light didn't miss a single demon, burning them down. It's that skinny Taimanin! Unalive that one! One of them pointed his weapon at Nao and yelled. The demons who heard him frantically rushed to Nao. But Koro was there, thin and weak, dark and emotionless, like a hermit at first glance, lacking in strength and stamina, only able to help from back. But she had a sword in her hand. She pointed it with her sword still in the sheath and seemed much more intimidating. As the rare swordsman of the Itoryu draws her sword with a speed and skill unimaginable by her impotent appearance, the demons that lunged at him were all on the ground. What the? Thanks, Koro. Let's burn them now. Okay. Oh. Burning demons? Wow! Chill! What? Ow! What the heck? Where'd you even come from? How did you, like... not get hit by Lapis's sky dance. I did it? What do we got? Okay, another Inferno Greater Demon? Oh, okay. It'd be cool if there was a Naga boss, but... Well, that's good to hear. Seiko desu. Oh, wait. Claim all and dispatch again. There we go. Is that all of them? Yeah, every last one of them. I see none left either with my soul art. Phew! Mission accomplished then. Now said as if a burden was lifted, and looked out and took out his mobile device to contact Gosha. That they've completed their mission. Yes, we've completed. Yes, we've accomplished the mission. We'll head back now. Like, I can't read. I'm trying to do this too. Hold up. Sorry? While now contacted HQ, Karen and Koro were looking around the fort grounds as they were bored. Now his voice gradually hardens. Copy that, we'll check it out right away. They've lost contact with the Taimanin in Miyazaki City. That's nearby. Yeah, the demons were no big deal. Maybe their boss appeared in the village or something. We better hurry then. Yes, let's go back to Gosha after we figure out the situation in Miyazaki City. Karen and Koro agreed with their captain now, and ran down the mountain as fast as they could. Whoa, they fought in the city? When now the others arrived at Miyazaki City, they found Taimanins who were guarding the city and demons fell on the ground. This cold. Still freezing out the area even after the battle? Now Koro shivered upon feeling the cold. Karen, a frost artist, felt the temperature unusually plummeted and thought whoever did this might use ice. I'll ask around with my soul art. Koro's ninja art, soul art, Death's Record, is a ninja art that can retrieve information from souls remaining on things just by touching them. Retrieving information from souls means you can not only gather scientific information such as the cause of death and DNA information, but powerful resentment, evil thoughts, and memories. This is... Did they fight against a powerful female demon? Did she attack both this demon and the guard? No, the guard is still alive, though he almost froze to death because it's too cold here. Oh yeah? Then we should take him somewhere warm. Upon hearing Koro's remarks, Snell brought the Taimanin who was dying from cold indoors. As he quickly recovered to normal body temperature after getting defrost treatment, it seemed he wasn't hurt anywhere else apart from being frozen. By the way, a demon fought against another demon in the middle of the town? That's not a good thing to do. However, the female demon flees to the underground so that she won't damage the town any further. At the end of Koro's eyes was an uncovered manhole. No way. Was she trying to save a human town? Or maybe she found a narrow place that would let her control her frost easily. From the point of view of the same frost artist, it is easy to control the frost in an enclosed area. Now smiled bitterly, thinking Karen always expects the worst. Well, it's definitely better to prepare for the worst. I think her job entails that. As Karen shrugged, Koro chuckled lightly. It's stinky and cold. I want to take a hot shower when we return. Same here. This way, don't let your guard down. We're almost there. In the sewage where Nao's group was marching were already lots of corpses of demons. They were all frozen to death, and they were all cold and hard as ice. Because Koro could retrieve information from the corpses using soul art, it was easy to understand where the female demon went during the fight. Although they could inevitably find her following the trail of corpses without it, I can hear them. A few minutes later, the Taimanins could hear the clanking sound of swords. As they looked carefully in silence, they could see the demons fighting from a distance. One was extraordinarily beautiful, even in the dark underground sewage. The others were normal demons, and a Naga who looked like their boss was giving them orders. Who's the bad guy here? Bad guy. Well, I guess the woman who moved to the underground so that they wouldn't harm the town is the good one. But I think I felt this frost somewhere else before. Huh. Maybe it's the same as Kirara. At least, it's similar. Kirara? You mean the Kirara Orisaki in the 3rd grade? How do I put this? The ice gives off the same vibes. I feel like Kirara is more like a tomboy. She's not calm at all. As a frost artist, Karen felt the texture of the frost resembled Kirara, so she didn't find the blonde demon, Ragnarok, a stranger. By the way, there are so many of them. I believe there are a lot more in there. Presenting an attrition warfare in such a small place, although that means they have enough manpower to do that. Attrition warfare is a tactic where people take turns to fight against one opponent to tire them out. To do so, you have to prepare a number of manpower, and the enemies here still have tens of individuals to fight. Oh, humans are on this side too! What? Are Taimanins aware of this? If they bring reinforcements, it'll be troublesome. It's your bad day. I have to eliminate you guys here. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about whom to support then. How can you be so calm after seeing how many of them are here? So what? We have you, Karen, and Koro here. No one can defeat us three. Alright. Sound logic. It's sound logic, friends and compatriots. Sound logic. Oh! Oh! They have Lamias! Nice. Wow. Lamias. Amazing. Amazing stuff. Blah, blah. Kokotes! Here! That's what Lapis said. Kokotes! My Japanese is paying off. Okay. Naga Elite Warrior. Oh, cool, that's the first. She's onto something. Ragnarok is actually Kirara's mother. I was like, was it? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was like, is it Kirara? Oh, okay. That's crazy. Who knew that Kirara is a descendant of a really impressive figure? Phew! We are unbeatable. The small place was advantageous for us. It was easy for me to keep them in check using my condensed light. It sure was, although I could only make use of half of its power since there was little light I could control. If it weren't the case, he could have incinerated all the demons with a strike of condensed light in such a small place like the underground sewage. Well, it could hurt the blonde demon, but still. Who are you? I didn't kill Taimanins. Did you follow me? Said Ragnarok, pointing her sword at Nao's group. She obviously had a killing intent, but she didn't mean to hurt them. We are here to investigate the situation since we lost contact with the Taimanins in Maisaki City, said Nao, the captain, representing the others, and he raised both her hands to show he had no hostility. It was a classic move, but Ragnarok let her guard down upon seeing he wasn't holding any weapons. At least he's not lying. Besides, the conversation before, Kirara, who uses ice, is the same as me and Onisaka. That name is... Ragnarok is very familiar with the name. Her husband, Onisaka Hajime, said the name Onisaka Kirara excitedly, saying their daughter needs a name for the human world. I believe you. Sorry for pointing the sword at you. Oh? On the contrary, Nao was taken aback because he didn't expect her to believe him so easily like this. Not only Ragnarok lowered her sword, but she apologized, which left Nao, who was picking the next words to convince her with no words. Then we have something to ask you. Do you know the name Damballa? Karen was going to ask, but surprisingly, Koro had always been quietly hiding behind Nao, and Karen asked, stepping forward. The other two tilted their heads for the name they hadn't heard. I clearly remember that name. It was of a Naga who was against me. Might I ask how do you know that name? I use soul art. I can retrieve information from souls. The name came to my knowledge while gathering information from the demons who fell. So, Miss Ragnarok, soul art, a ninja art that uses soul, another ninja art that's different from his. I have to say, Taimanins have a lot of abilities, and more of the enemies will come. We destroyed a hideout of theirs, but it seems that there are more. A hideout? You mean the ruins? The target of our mission? Koro nodded at Karen's words. The demons are after you, Miss Ragnarok. They even informed all the troops that you were here. Alright then, they must be surrounding the underground of Maisaki City. Yes, since we followed you to this underground sewage, we are their target too. So, please be on our side. Huh? They are that many? You don't think we can get through them easily? You may be able to, but with Miss Ragnarok's help, we surely can. She's really powerful. I think you know quite well about me. I do, but don't worry. Trust me, my mouth is shut. Too shut that I can't even hear you. Ouch! Read the room, will ya? As Nao made fun of Koro, Karen gave him noogies. Upon seeing that, Ragnarok slightly smiled, which is very rare. I think you have good friends, Freya. I found them! Ugh, already? Stay behind, we'll protect you. Koro, let's get rid of them. Good. Tens of minutes later, Ragnarok's group is quartered inside the sewage. The exit is blocked and their way out gets narrower as time goes by. No matter how many enemies they take down, their numbers do not decrease, which makes them mentally exhausted. Even Ragnarok's beautiful face looks tired. Don't try to attack them all at once. Take your time and they'll be worn out. Do not underestimate the power of Ragnarok, who unified Frost Phantoms. Is she that great? It seems so. While they were talking, waves of demons swarmed in. Respectively, they weren't strong, but there were many of them. For the past tens of minutes, they've defeated so many demons that they can't even count, but they still couldn't see the end of the line the remaining demons made. In this situation, I'll incinerate them all with my condensed light. As the enemies align, now is condensed light radiated, but since there's a little light in the underground, its power wasn't at its full limit. It could only burn the demons, but it was enough to make the enemies slow, which allowed Koro to take some demons down with her sword. Ugh. At this rate, we cannot hold until we get to the rendezvous point. Don't give up. Koro and I can still fight. Yes, and we too have an ace in our sleeve. We too? Does that mean they have... Now had questions about Koro's words, but soon the demons' attack slowed down. At last, we are here. Shinmora, I've waited for this moment to revenge for my whole life. Although a lot of us were sacrificed, you are too exhausted to defeat Mr. Damballa. Even your frost is not threatening. The three were already surrounded by numerous demons, but... Miss Damballa, what are you doing? Using your Kalia's skin and finish them. But Damballa was completely frozen upon seeing Ragnarok. You? You guys blind? The Ragnarok I know doesn't have a slim body. Damballa pointed at Ragnarok's chest. They were not completely flat, but still slim. Well, nearly nothing. I'm not slim, I have them! They're even bigger than now! I guess she blew her cover. I used light art to cover her face and borrowed a cloak to cover her body, but I guess it had its limits. Don't worry, you'll grow up one day. Don't sympathize with me! Who the heck are you? I'm Gosha's Taimanin, Himuro Karen. Karen, who was disguising in Ragnarok's cloak, shouted out her name, though she was embarrassed and blushing. Over here, Karen, please give me my cloak back. Miss Ragnarok! The real Ragnarok caught Karen's cloak when she threw it towards her, and with that, the temperature within the sewers dropped suddenly. Three of you, great job. Now step back. No, we're Taimanins. We deal with demon threats. That's what we do. You can't just leave us out all the way here. You still need to recover more so we can help a bit. I've recovered enough, but thank you. So she's been healing herself by using these kids as her shield. That means the report of her being worn out was not totally useless. If she's on her best condition, then I have a chance. Damballa pulled out something, believing that she had the upper hand. It was the shed skin of the powerful demon Kalia. You know what this is, Ragnarok? This is the Kalia's husk. Even if it's just a shed skin, with the power of a high-rank demon inside, I can fight even you. I'll revenge the souls of my kin slain by you, by killing you and the weaklings too. With that, Damballa ate Kalia's skin. By consuming it, its demonic powers took over her. Her body, appearance, and even the quality of its demonic powers changed. What? This power, it's terrifying and dreadful. His powers and quality have changed? The three were Nah, but Ragnarok stepped forward like their shield. Pause. That Naga was Damballa? That's a futa right there, then. Unalive them? Did you just threaten to unalive these children? Unaliving the friends of my daughter, the temperature plummeted around her. The walls, the thick stream of filth, dead bodies, and even flowing blood, they were freezing. If you dare unalive them, then I'll unalive you even before you can. This ends here and now, Damballa. Is this the final? No, this can't be the final. Is it? This is the final section? What? Yeah? Ow! You did 11 damage to me! How dare you! Ow! Ow! Damn! Damballa? You're a dude? Or are you a dudette? So many questions. Oh, she just... Oh. She disappears. So that's Damballa. There for 2 seconds. She was just there for 2 seconds, guys. Section 5. Okay. What do we got here? Phew! Finally an exit out. We had sealed the sewers with effort. It stinks. I think the smell permeated on me. Ugh, I want a shower. I escaped into the sewers to prevent the village from being damaged, but I'm sorry you had to get caught up in it. Ragnarok, who came out last, bowed her head, and Karen hurriedly shook her head. No, if it weren't for you, Miss Ragnarok, we would have also been in danger. Tell me about it, the last one especially. It would have been hard for us to escape alone. They called Kalia's skin the shed skin of Kalia, a powerful demon. I knew the skin itself had powers residing in it, but to change the form of someone just by consuming it, even Ragnarok didn't know its results, so she was surprised a little. However, it made Nao's group realize that her eyes was much more powerful and malignant than that of the skin. The three of you helped me out a lot. Now then, I have to go elsewhere. Ragnarok stepped away from the tree with her cape fluttering in the wind. For now, she didn't mean to have any connection with the Taimanin, at least not yet. Wait, we know you're not a bad person, but as Taimanins, we need to know why you're in the human world. Please, tell us. Nao and Karen held their weapons up. Even Korra was frustrated because of the power difference, putting her hand on her sword. Yes, I wanted to ask the same thing. Huh? I hurried over here because they told me they lost contact with the Taimanins, but why is the boss of the Demon Mafia Banshee here? Demon Mafia? Then Miss Ragnarok is a dangerous person? Ragnarok liked Nao's group truly, not because they had fought with her, but because through their conversations she felt they were close to her daughter. Being treated as a dangerous person by them, and because they had a chance to walk away in silence, made her, Ragnarok, pissed off. Hoo, quite scary. Were you up to something bad in the human world? If you want to know, as with your skills. That voice was even lower and colder than when she confronted Damballa, making shivers down the spine. Because they've been trained as Taimanins and confronted demons, they know. They know when they face inescapable death. Nao's group literally crouched in fear from the inside. Miss Shiranui, you're going too far. It's okay. Sometimes you need to shake them up to hear them tell the truth. At the right place at the right time, Taimanin. And with that, an ice blade and a naginata collided under the heavy atmosphere. Oh, come on. She means no ill will. Well, to be fair, Shiranui is just doing her job as a Taimanin, so unfortunate. But that's just how it be. Doink. Ow, I got webbed. Everyone get ready. That's what she just said. No. No, Mizuki Shiranui. No. Stay away from me. No. No. Ah! It's frustrating, but what can you do? That's what she said. That's crazy. You challenge me with your skills? Pitiful. She's strong, even her blade skills are sharp. Shiranui was surprised at Ragnarok's skill. Most of the demons fight humans by overwhelming them with their physical strength and demonic powers. However, Ragnarok was only facing Shiranui purely with her blade skills. But still, Shiranui could feel that her opponent wasn't doing her best. Chills went down her spine as she remembered Astaroth from Kortrara. As Ragnarok and Shiranui both shared their slashes, suddenly Ragnarok's blade weakened. It was a subtle change, and the three people watching the fight couldn't notice it. However, Shiranui, who was fighting against her, noticed it immediately. She was hot-headed at first, but she would be in an awkward situation if she unalived a senior Taimanin in front of her daughter's friends. Besides, if she was their senior officer, she might as well be her daughter's senior. Shiranui couldn't have possibly realized the reason, but following her lead, she started to weaken her attacks too. Despite all that, revealing her status because of the pitiful reason, and making those younglings look at her like that behavior couldn't be overlooked. So just this once, Ragnarok blew Shiranui away with her naginata with a strong blow. Yeah! Miss Shiranui? Even though Ragnarok wasn't expressing it, she was quite surprised too. Judging from Shiranui's skills during the fight, she wouldn't have been blown away that easily. She was supposedly faking it so Ragnarok didn't let her guard down. At this rate, we should throw ourselves on them to stop Miss Ragnarok. Obviously, they were weaker than those two, but they couldn't let Shiranui lose without doing anything. Nao and the team tried to intervene to stop Ragnarok. However, Shiranui conjured up a wall of water with her water arts. Ragnarok noticed them too, so she froze the wall. The three couldn't even join the fight because of the wall of ice made by those two. What are you up to? I lost, Miss Shidmora. You know who I am? Only me and a few high-ranking officials of Gosha. I'm sorry that I tested you. Shiranui bowed her head. Now couldn't see what was happening inside the wall of ice. Shiranui wanted this to be private, so she used water art. I wanted to have a private conversation. You understand, don't you? We both have a daughter, after all. That's... After a couple of minutes, as Nao was using condensed light to melt the ice, it suddenly shattered. I'm done here. I talked to Shiranui about the situation, so I'm going. Sure, don't let the humans see you too much. Now, let's go back, kids. Huh? Are we okay? No. Of course, we just had a private conversation. Oh, that's... Karen looked between Shirogumi and Ragnarok a few times, then bowed towards Ragnarok before heading home. Nice. It certainly feels similar to Kirara's. Then, until we meet again. Lastly, Koro said her goodbyes and left. She looked pretty sure that they would meet again. Meeting again? Ragnarok smiled bitterly and walked in the opposite direction, toward the home of the Onisakis, where her loving husband and daughter had lived together. Oh, that was it? Kind of wanted a little bit more, you know. A little bit more, not too much, but a little bit more. That would have been great. Okay. Can we get it? Can we get it first try? What about the other one? What about the other one? What about this one? What about this one? No, not that one. What about the... what is it? No, it's not it. What about the, A Holy Night of Poison? 4? Nah! Okay, cool. Darn it. Oh, we did get a lot of stuff, though. What did we get? Oh, I like this art. This art is really nice. Would you like to draw an Omikyuji? Oh. Fortune, medium luck. Amazing, mission accomplished. That right there is why you're the best, Commander. Oh, thank you. I didn't even see the animation. Oh, Shizuru basic training plan. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, Asuza. I should probably level up Asuza. Oh, wait, that's right. Campaign. What else? Oh, Awakening Morishima. Okay. I think that should be it. Did I get? Oh, I got stuff. Receive! I have not tried Total War yet, Goku. I don't feel like trying out Total War right now. The goal of the stream was to do the limited time events for Action Time, and that was like, okay, and then I'll call it there. And besides, I have to start getting ready for IkiCon because I leave Thursday for IkiCon. Love Lapis. So like, it's funny that you mentioned that, Goku, because I have not done any of these. I've not done the Battle Arena Tower, Taimanin 5 VR, or Total War. I have not done any of these. I don't know what to do, because I'm so focused on like the Hoyoverse games that I don't even focus on this. Arena campaign, blah 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 blah. I think, yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'm satisfied with this. And so, yeah, with that, I will be concluding the stream here. I need to get some rest. I need to prepare for your IkiCon. But until then, please support my friend Taylor's GoFundMe. She still needs support. She still needs support for the lawyer company. We got 3 days until the day she has to pay the $1,500. So if you guys can help out and donate, that'd be great. Just type this GoFundMe URL in your preferred web browser search bar, or you can go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GeForceFilipino, to learn more and to help out my friend Taylor. When you go to my Twitch channel, you can go to my About section and scroll through the panels until you find Taylor's GoFundMe panel. Click on the image in the panel and it'll redirect you to my friend Taylor's GoFundMe titled Help Keep Her Safe, Support Legal Fees. My friend Taylor's currently in a custody battle with a man who's abusive and who was absent from her life for over 2 years. She wants to keep her little girl in the safe and stable environment that she has been in. She has an attorney to represent her, but she has to replenish her retainer to keep her representation as her case is complicated. Any help would really be appreciated. On December 16, 2024, Monday, she received a notice from the lawyer company stating that she needs to provide an additional $1,500 or else she'll lose her attorney. She needs to pay it by January 10th this year, so in 3 days. If she doesn't pay up, she's going to lose her representation, and this would be the second attorney she lost because the first one was lost due to conflict of interest, so please consider donating. Taylor's daughter is afraid to be around Taylor's ex-husband, and Taylor doesn't want to put her daughter in that environment. So if you guys can donate, please do. If not, please spread the word, and if you can't do that or don't want to, thank you so much for listening. So context for the conflict of interest bit. So apparently last year, right before a court hearing, the ex-husband reached out to Taylor's lawyer company and said, hey, you guys helped me with a case and now you're helping my ex-wife in a case against me. You can't do that. That's conflict of interest. So the lawyer company was like, man is right. So they rectified it by withdrawing Taylor's attorney from the case. So she had no representation, and this was right before the court hearing, which was a horribly scummy move by the ex-husband. Now, another bit about the $1,500, the lawyer company is trying to help Taylor out by giving her a discounted rate. They did imply, though, that she would still have to pay a big amount of money, but hey, it'll be discounted, hopefully, so yeah. There's that. So, special shout out to our 4 anonymous donators, Teresa Sanchez, Anise Wynn, and Shan Soisa for donating to the cause. Appreciate it very much. And then finally, we have my Zenless Zone Zero invite code. What's up? I can start with Tower if you can even use friend characters for... Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know you could use friend characters for the Arena Tower. Thanks for letting me know, Goku. I'll probably consider it. Anyway, my Zenless Zone Zero invite code. This invite code is specifically for people that have a Zenless Zone Zero account but haven't played in months. So, a returning player. So, if you are a returning player, guess what? You guys are eligible for free stuff for your game, as well as being entered for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or a Nicole Demara figurine. You want to learn more? Glad you want to learn more. So first, copy my invite code and head on over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/GeForceFilipino. Scroll through my About section until you find the panel titled Assembly Commission Return to Ridu. Then click on the image in the panel to be redirected to the website, where you log in with your Hoyoverse credentials, and then input my invite code, and you will get free stuff for your game and be entered for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or a Nicole Demara figurine. Now, if you're wondering what's in it for me, if you guys use my invite code, not only do you guys get free stuff for your game and be entered for a chance to win a PlayStation 5 or a Nicole Demara figurine, I also get free stuff. So it's a win-win situation. What are you guys waiting for? Now is the best time to jump into the city of New Eridu and fight across the hollows as the Proxy Phaethon. Players that log in to Zenless Zone Zero's latest update 1.4, the current update, will receive a free S-Rank agent, Asaba Harumasa from HSO Section 6. Asaba Harumasa is an electric attribute piercing agent that can make your starting squad lineup overpowered. So, play Zenless Zone Zero today. And with that will be the end of the stream. Guys, thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And I think, if things work out, tomorrow will be the last stream until I come back until like Monday next week. So yeah, I'll be going to IkiCon, so I will not be streaming Thursday through Sunday this week. So just thought I'd let you guys know. Alright guys, have a good rest of your Tuesday. Peace.
少し体を動かすとしましょうか。